From the weirdest to the worst, to the ones that were just plain dumb. Join me as I reveal to you 10 pyramid schemes that went completely wrong. Number 10. Metabolite. A man named Michael Ellis came up with a plan for a pyramid scheme of his own based on a product he made called Metabolite. This was a pill that was meant to help you with dieting. So basically, like a bunch of other products out there in the world. One problem, one of the ingredients in the pill was equivalent to meth. Yeah, if you took Metabolite, you would basically be an addict. And yet, because it actually did what it was promised in helping you lose weight, more and more people joined up, and the company made hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, the FDA actually approved this thing, which shows they weren't very thorough in their testing. Thankfully, the company was shut down after the pills were linked to over 100 deaths. But it was actually tax evasion that started the salvo that brought them down. So imagine what would have happened if they had just paid Uncle Sam. Number 9. Burnlounge. I'm just saying it right now, that's a dumb name. In today's world, there are plenty of music sites for people to go to in order to get music, as well as for young artists to upload their music in the hopes of being found. But in the early 2000s, that wasn't the case. Enter burnlounge, a company that offered people the chance to own digital stores of music and then sell the songs that were in their stores to other people, thus creating unique places to find music and yada yada yada. The problem? The store owners didn't get money back. They instead got points that could be used for merchandise or song downloads. This scheme went on for 9 years. Until they were finally shut down in 2014 and forced to return a lot of money to those who bought into the program. Number 8. Holiday magic. Do you think that all pyramid schemes are recent things? You'd be wrong. In 1964, a very sad pyramid scheme was born in the form of holiday magic. This one preyed on women by having them buy into the program and get various amounts of makeup in return, including tempting them to spend thousands of dollars to get more and more stuff so that they could look the part that they wanted, and so on and so forth. They would even have a beautician go to their house to do a demonstration for them. Eventually, the company was charged with fraud, and after being found guilty, had to pay fines to everyone who was a member. The company shut down not long after. Number 7. WakeUpNow. Founded in 2009, WakeUpNow was offering people a chance to live a wonderful life by going the one way, as in the Wake Up Now way. One problem though, no one really knew what these people were selling at all. Not even the people who worked for the company could clearly state what the company was offering. The plans that people would pay for though were designed to help them in life via getting kinds of software programs, swag, and more, eventually leading to a more profitable life. But after a few years, the company had to be honest about what they were making, and it was pitiful. So thus, they shut down as they were exposed. Number 6. United Sciences of America. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that name, right? This particular scheme started in 1986, and the goal was to sell various supplements to people and then have those people do the same. The man behind the scheme said that the company would be the fastest growing company in America by 1989. Very bold. But props to him. Not only did he actually pay off scientists to say that his products were the best, he got people like William Shatner to do celebrity endorsements as well. However, eventually he was caught and the company was revealed as a pyramid scheme and thus shut down. Number 5. Equinox International. Headed up by a man named Rich Vaughn, that's not suspicious at all. Equinox International sold items like water filtration system and vitamins. And via some very smart magazine publicity and being on several reputable places, people bought in and then started to sell. The company shot up in the rankings and made $195 million in no time flat, which got the attention of certain people, and that got Equinox International exposed as a pyramid scheme eventually. Sadly, a lot of people had lost a ton of money by that time and didn't get it back. Number 4. Coscott Interplanetary Incorporated. What kind of name is that, am I right? But trust me when I say that this is an important entry because it was this company that was the first to be taken to court and called a pyramid scheme. The scheme was not unlike one we talked about before, and that this was about getting women to buy makeup products. But in a twist, by paying $2,000, they could get the role of supervisor for the company and then would spend $5,400 to get the makeup products that were encouraged to sell to friends and others. The owner, Costcott, soon found himself with a net worth of $300 million. After being exposed, the Costcott definition was born and was used to prove what other companies were pyramid schemes. Number 3, Fortune High-Tech Marketing. This one is just dumb because the people who bought into this pyramid scheme were only making, at most, 1% of all the commissions that they were selling, which makes it the lowest grossing pyramid scheme ever in terms of those people getting conned. On average, people were making $3,100 a year by selling various technologies and beauty products despite being told that sales would make them rich. Eventually, the company got caught and all startup fees were refunded to the people. Number 2, MonaVie. This particular health food and drink scam is rather hilarious because it took place in the YouTube era and wasn't afraid to use the service to promote itself and what it was doing. Or not doing in this case. The people who fell for it were clearly desperate to make something of themselves because the video describing the plan was so flashy and false that we can't believe they bought in. But they did, for a time anyway. The company was soon sued out the wazoo, and eventually they defaulted on a massive loan that shut them down. And number 1, Solvay. Here's a unique entry, a pyramid scheme about a cell phone service. In short, Solvay was offering a pyramid scheme by offering a phone plan for just $50. Then if they sold the same plan to a trio of people, they would get $20 taken off. And there was no limit to the deductions, so thus, people can make money if they sold enough plans. Solvay even got big-name people to invest in the company because it felt right. But in fact, they were just stealing the plan from T-Mobile and turned it into a scheme. Eventually, the company fell through, but according to the owner, it was because of the competitive landscape. Sure it was. And there you have it, everyone, a set of 10 pyramid schemes that went horribly wrong. Can you believe how bad these went? What were the people behind these things thinking? Does this make you more likely to not trust any kind of business offer? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time on the channel.